Lysander from my side.
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. And fair Helena, who more in guilt's the night than all your fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot this make thee known? The hate I bear thee that made me leave thee so?
If you speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you indeed contrived to bait me with this foul derision? It's all the counsel that we have shared, the sisters' vow, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for partiness is all forgot. The school days' friendships, the childhood innocence. We Hermia, like two artificial gods, created with our needles, with one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion. We Hermia, like two of the first in coats and heraldry, do but to one and crowned with one crest. Will you rent our ancient love asunder to join in men in scorning your poor frame?
I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph divine, precious, celestial? Wherefore doth he speak this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, to tender me forsooth affection, than by your setting on, by your consent? What thought I be not so in grace as you? So hung upon love, so fortunate, but miserable most. Love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, making mouths behind my back, winking at me, holding the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. Fare ye well, 'tis partly mine own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Excellent!
Sweets, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Your threats have no more strength than her weak frame. Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear that by which I will lose to prove him false because I don't.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Thou say so. Withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Away, you Ethiop!
No, he'll seem to break loose and take on as you would follow. But yet, come not. You're a tame man. Go.
Hang up, thou cat, thou vile bird, or I shall shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why have you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love! Out, tawny Tartar, out! Hated potion, loathed medicine, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with you.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Shall I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead, although I hate her? I shall not harm her.
What? Could you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me! Wherefore hold me what news my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, oh the gods forbid! In earnest shall I say?
Aye, by my life, that I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, beyond question of hope, of doubt, 'tis nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, you juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Finest faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness quite? You rip impatient answers from my gentle tongue. Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height with him, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! So low that my nails can reach into thy eyes!
Pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I am no gift at all in truishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not hurt me. You may perhaps think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her. Lower.
Hark again!
Be not so bitter with me, Hermia. I evermore did love you, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you, and love, I followed him, but he hath chid me and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. Let's go to Athens was there, my father, I can tell you no further. You see how simple and how fond I am. Let me go.
Oh, get you gone! Who is that hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, Lysander?
Demetrius.
Fear not, Helena. She shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not. So you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we were at school. She may be but little, but she is fierce.
Little. Again! Nothing but low and little. Oh, why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
You gone! You dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass maid! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Come, follow if thou darest, to try who's right, of thine or mine, in most of Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I. No longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence, or else thou committest thy iniquities willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you, Sam, know the man by the even garment we had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, as I have no in an Athenian's eyes. So far my glad it did so sort, as this there jangling I see a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, with starry welkin cover thou anon, and drooping fog as black as Acheron. And lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within the other way. Sometime, like to Lysander, frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius a bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb in Lysander's eye, whose virtuous property hath this, to remove all power from his might, and make his eyes roll with wonted sight. And when they next awake, all this night's vision shall seem a dream, and fruitless vision. Back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. And whiles I this fair to thee employ, I will to my queen, and beg her Indian boy. And then I will return with thy release from monstrous evil, and all things shall be peace.
King of Shadows, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder where his harbinger shines.
spirits in another sort. I, with the morning's love, have often made sport, and like the forester, the groves may tread, open to the eastern gate, while fire red. Upon Neptune's fair, blessed beams, turn together both the salt-clean streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may be able to effect this business yet, ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Or art thou proud, Demetrius? Speakest thou now?
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I shall be with thee straight.
Follow me, then, to plainer ground.
Lysander! Oh, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! What? In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea. Art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come to where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. And now I am fallen in some dark and uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, if thou showest thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward. Why comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest. For well I wot thou run'st before me, shifting every place, and darest not to stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, then thou mock'st me. Thou shalt buy this year, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. Thy day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, a long and tedious night, evade thy hour. Shine comfort from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yep, at 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, pursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
So weary, never sullen blow, dabbled with dew and torn with briars. No further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And thus the country proverb known, Jack shall have jail, not shall go ill. Every man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well. Come sit thee down on the flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do toy, and stick moss roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears. Gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready.
Good Mistress Cobweb, good mistress, get your weapons in hand and kill me a red-haired bumblebee on top of a thistle and bring me the honey bag. Do not fret too much in the action, but have a care that the honey bag not break. Well, you'd be overflowing with the honey bag, good mistress. Where's mustard seed?
Yes.
Give me your neat mustard seeds, I pray you leave your courtesies.
Well, what is your will?
Nothing but to help Cowardly Cobweb to scratch. Methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass that if my face doth itch, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
A fairly good ear in music. Give us the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what dost thou desirest to eat?
Truly a peck of provender. I munch your good dry oats, but I'd rather have a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay out in the fellow.
Adventurous fairy, who shall search the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I've already had a handful or two of your dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come about me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently entwist the female ivy so, and enrings the barky fingers of the elm. How I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, gentle heart. Seest thou this sweet sight? For her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting of her late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples had rounded with a cordage of fresh, fragrant flowers, which like the bud, and sometime when the dew was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, which still stood from the pretty flower, its eyes like tears that did their own disgraceful wail. And when I had in my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling boy, which strict she gave to me and sent her fairy to live into my bower in fairy land. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection from her eye. But first, gentle Puck, take this transformed scout from the headless Athenian swain, and when he waking when the others do, may all back to Athens repair and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will my sweet queen away. Be thou as thou wont to be. See thou. Thou wont to see Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath not such a fair and blessed power. And now to Tanya, wake, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How I do roll his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Tanya, music call and strike more dead than these sleepers all 5 Ds and senses.
Music ho, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound Queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon they sit will be, for thou and I are new and amity. And will tomorrow midnight solemn dance into Theseus' house triumphantly, blessed all to fair prosperity, and there shall the pair of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jolly.
Fairy King, attendant Mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, silent sad, trip we after the night's shade. For the gold we can come soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in our flight. Tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.